In 1795, a teenage boy found a strange depression in the ground beneath a tree with a broken branch. He started digging. 10 feet down, a wooden platform. 20 feet, another. 30 feet, another. Every 10 feet, more wooden layers. Who buried something 90 feet underground? And why did the pit flood the moment they got close to the bottom? Was it pirate gold? A secret religious treasure? Or the most expensive hoax in history? This is the mystery of the Oak Island Money Pit. Oak Island is a small island off the coast of Nova Scotia, Canada. In 1795, a 16-year-old named Daniel McGinnis noticed something strange. A circular depression in the ground, an old oak tree above it, and what looked like a block and tackle hanging from a branch, as if something heavy had once been lowered into the ground. He brought 2 friends. They dug. 10 feet down, wooden planks. 20 feet, more planks. 30 feet, more planks. Someone had engineered this. They stopped at 30 feet, but returned years later with help. And that's when things got strange. By 1804, a company called the Unsolved Company took over the dig. They dug deeper. 40 feet, 50 feet, every 10 feet, another wooden platform. At 90 feet, they found something shocking. A flat stone with strange symbols carved into it. Later translations allegedly read, 40 feet below, 2 million pounds are buried. That sentence alone would launch 200 years of obsession. But here's where the mystery turns dark. The next morning, the pit was flooded with seawater. Completely flooded. They had triggered something. Later excavations revealed a complex system of underground flood tunnels connecting to the ocean. 5 box drains buried under a beach. Layered with coconut fiber, a material not native to Canada. Someone built a booby trap. The question is, who? The most popular theory? Captain William Kidd. William Kidd, a Scottish pirate executed in 1701. Before his death, he claimed he had buried treasure. Some believe Oak Island was the hiding spot. The depth, the engineering, the secrecy. But here's the problem. No pirate in history was known to build flood tunnels 100 feet underground. That level of engineering would require advanced tools, massive manpower, months, maybe years of work. Pirates usually buried treasure quickly and shallow. So maybe it wasn't pirates. Now this is where it gets powerful. Some researchers believe the treasure isn't gold at all. They think it may be religious artifacts from the Knights Templar. Knights Templar, the theory claims, after being persecuted in the 1300s, the Templars fled Europe. Some believe they sailed to North America long before Columbus. Possible buried treasures include the Ark of the Covenant, the Holy Grail, ancient religious manuscripts. Supporters point to strange stone carvings found on the island, symbols that resemble Templar crosses, even medieval-style architecture discovered underground. But again, no proof, only clues. The mysterious carved stone found at 90 feet became known as the cipher stone. It supposedly contained a coded message. Years later, a professor claimed to decode it, but the original stone disappeared. Conveniently, critics argue the translation may have been invented to attract investors. Which brings us to the uncomfortable possibility. What if the entire thing was exaggerated, or even staged? There's a legend tied to Oak Island. It says, 7 must die before the treasure is found. So far, 6 people have died during excavations. Explosions, collapses, machinery accidents. The island has consumed fortunes and lives. Modern treasure hunters, including the Lagina brothers from the Curse of Oak Island, have spent millions using advanced technology, ground-penetrating radar, deep drilling, underwater cameras. They've found old coins, pieces of parchment, metal artifacts, human bones, European and Middle Eastern origin. But no treasure chamber. Not yet. Some geologists argue. There is no treasure. The flood tunnels? Natural limestone voids. The wooden platforms? Debris from early diggers. The coconut fiber? Ship ballast material. In other words, generations of treasure hunters may have created the very mystery they were trying to solve. A self-made legend. Here's the real treasure. Hope. Every generation thinks, we're the ones who will finally find it. And once millions are invested, you can't stop. Oak Island has swallowed over $100 million in modern times, all for something that may not exist. Imagine this. If something truly valuable is buried there, it has survived 200+ years of excavation, massive drilling machines, explosions, flooding, government monitoring. Whatever was placed there was meant to stay hidden forever. So what do you think? Pirate gold? Templar secret? Lost religious artifact? Or history's greatest engineered hoax? Because after 200 years, the Oak Island money pit still hasn't given up its secret. And maybe that's exactly the point.